Hi. Good morning, campers. Say hi, Bourbon Hound. Say hi, Samantha. Say hi. Yeah. The Hound is going to have to walk me to bed tonight because this is going to be a fucking chore. But not one I'm upset at. We are tackling all things MGP. We're going to ask a lot of questions. We're going to answer a few, maybe for ourselves.
Wie auf the questions!
Maybe for you. Maybe you're going to answer the questions I ask. That'd be fucking cool. But, man, thank you, Dirty Don Porter, for giving us this idea. Man, I don't know what to do without you, buddy. Really appreciate it. So, initially, he said that a lot of influencers will taste something and go, hey, that's MGP. And wanted to know if I'd run into that. Man, I don't know if I'm that talented. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know that I've got that in me. I think on a good day, I can pick Redline out of a lineup because it's got just a very distinct ethanol note, which I like. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but hold the phone. I was checking to make sure we were balanced because the camera looks cocked. But okay, so here's the deal. My house was built in 1906. So, you know, there's been some settlement in the last 100 and almost 20 years. Some of the floors, including in the Bourbon Cave, are a little off. So my bar will look level on camera, or my shelves will. The shelves are actually level. The bar sits on the floor. So the camera's like this, but the bar looks level. And the bar looking level to me is more appealing. And you get one or the other. If I was to shim that thing up, it'd be like 1.25 inches, maybe more. But hey, I like my house. It's got character. They don't build them like this anymore. I guarantee in 120 years, these cookie cutters out here, little split levels and ranch homes and what have you, they're going to be settled a lot more than 1.25 inches. But what the fuck would I know about carpentry work, right? Anyway, back on target here. It was brought to our attention by Mr. Porter that some people can pick out MGP. I was saying on a good day, I might be able to pick out Redline. But going down into this rabbit hole, who, come to find out, used to source, but not from MGP. Surprise, surprise. There's a lot of MGP out there. And there's a lot of people that source from MGP. There's a lot of people that source and blend MGP with other people. There's a lot of people that source MGP but blend it with their own distillate. And there's a lot of people that are hush-hush about it that people just believe are MGP.
Jesus Christ, that right there is the mail. Now let's talk about the mail. Can we talk about the mail, please, Mac? I'm dying to talk about the mail with you all day, okay? Pepe Sylvia, this name keeps coming up over and over again. Every day, Pepe's mail's getting sent back to me. Pepe Sylvia, Pepe Sylvia. I look in the mail, well, this whole box is Pepe Sylvia. So I say to myself, I gotta find this guy. I gotta go up to his office. I gotta put his mail in the guy's goddamn hands. Otherwise, he's never gonna get it. It's gonna keep coming back down here. So I go up to Pepe's office, and what do I find out, Mac? What do I find out? There is no Pepe Sylvia.
And there's a lot of MGP out there that's just made by MGP, which is either Lux Row or Ross and Squibb. And they just bought Penelope too, which must have been an easy transition since Penelope was already putting MGP into their bottles. Holy shit, there's a lot of MGP out there. So there's a lot of people doing a lot of different things in a lot of different parts of the country with MGP, who by themselves have a lot of different, maybe not a lot, but they have different mash bills, different age statements. There's just a lot of variance there. And I don't know that if I just blindly went into somewhere and you stacked some Wellers, some Old Forester, some Michters, and some highbrow MGP in a blind, that I could say beyond the shadow of a doubt that this is the MGP. If you can do that, fucking good for you.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay.
Okay? But my palate, and I believe humans as a whole, palates change on a day-to-day basis. The weather, how you're feeling, the amount of congestion you might have, what you ate that day, whether or not you smoke or use tobacco products of any kind, if you've chewed gum. All right, we had a little bit of technical difficulty with the sound, so I went to edit and discovered that there was only about I don't know, a handful of minutes that the sound was working. So we're going to roll through this again. And what we were talking about is the fact that MGP has their own brands, one of which now is Penelope. They own Penelope. But they also have some other stuff that they own that I'm a huge fan of, namely Remus and Rebel. I love Rebel. And this Remus 9-year is probably one of my favorite bottles in the entire world. I don't know why I have that there. That's cool. But before we get too involved in comparing Raw Squib with Lux Row, because those are the two distilleries. Lux Row and Raw Squib. I'm going to say are their two main distilleries. There's another distillery in Atchison, but I don't know what the hell they make there. I don't know if it's for human consumption. I guess, as close as I live to Atchison, you'd think I'd know this, but I'm a Neanderthal. I don't like doing homework. But I do like drinking bourbon and talking out of my ass.
Excuse me, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
But as I was saying, before we get into the weeds with Rebel and Remus, I want to try something. This is something that I just picked up. I'm not a huge Crown Royal guy, but everybody's talking about this, and I'm getting mixed reviews. One cat that I really admire said this is like drinking chocolate milk. Other people have said it's like drinking human fucking feces. It's disgusting. Why would you do that? So, of course, we got to find out for ourselves, because if it's trending, you got to get you some. And we got to have some content for a short, because Lady Algorithm is a fickle lover. She's a fickle mistress. And if you're not constantly, or at least on a regular basis, putting content out there, she'll go fuck somebody else.
Who's the guy in the closet?
Excuse me?
Oh, that's right. Sometimes you forget I'm a detective.
So this is the Crown Royal Chocolate. Limited edition. It's 70 proof. I'm not gonna lie, that actually smells kind of good. It smells like weak whiskey with a really strong chocolate note. But I'm actually not disliking the whiskey I'm smelling, which is strange because Canadian whiskey is like sex in a canoe. It's fucking near water. I'm going to be completely honest. That is not something. That is not something that I would drink on the day-to-day, but fuck, that's not bad.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
You remember the Loaded Weapon movie with Emilio Estevez where he like pours the bottle of Jack and vodka or something else and then he squirts a bunch of chocolate sauce in it? That's what that is.
Here's to getting through another lousy day.
This is one of those times with like the Crown Royal Blackberry and the Jack Daniels Blackberry where I thought I was going to say, I could probably make a mixer out of this and turn it into something. I'm going to be honest, that's not bad by itself. I can't believe I'm saying this. And the chocolate note is not really super sweet, so it's chocolatey. My thoughts are, this is what's coming into my head. A little Irish cream, a lot of this, and some strong coffee. I bet that would be fucking amazing. But by itself, it's not bad. I think I'm going to be on the losing end of this battle to where I'm going to be the minority saying this is pretty fucking good. This is pretty fucking good. Is it something I'm going to sit on the porch with? No. Is it something I'm going to drink every day? No. Is it something I'm even going to go looking for? Probably fucking not. But it's surprisingly kind of tasty. I really wanted to shit on that.
Oh my God! Vile. I'm bleeding!
Oh, dear God, that's wretched.
I really wanted to shit on that. But I can't. Fuck, that was good. I would almost say a little bit of that and some wild cherry Pepsi. You know what? We're just gonna try it. I know this is not the bourbon bartender or the bartending Neanderthal, but you know what? Let's give it a little shot. I mean, all we got to do is go to work tomorrow. Little zero sugar wild cherry Pepsi. Yeah, it's a great mixer. It's okay by itself, man. I mean, it really is an interesting little pour. I don't know what they're using, if they've got some kind of chocolate liqueur they've got in it. Did not do my homework. I just saw it, grabbed the bottle, knew a lot of people were talking about it. It does not say. It's just chocolatey flavored. Chocolate flavored. Which means artificial chocolate. Which means no fucking chocolate. Learned that from my Uncle Jerry. Among other life lessons. That's good. I mean, that's walking around the party with a cigarette good. That's sex on a pinball machine good. You know what? I'm going to finish it. It's that good. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's talk about some MGP. Oh, Corey Chase glasses again. Just splooged upon. I don't know. It's not like I'm picking my glasses up by the lens, but yet they still just get smudged. So the cool thing is a lot of people, and I've talked about this already, will shit on MGP just because it's MGP. It's big whiskey. And they will shit upon people that source. And then they'll act like, well, no, if they're doing a good job, I mean, we don't have anything against sourced, but we prefer you do your own distillate. Yeah, but what if their own distillate is shit? Because the problem is MGP is fucking good. MGP's really fucking good. And I got my mind blown by going down this rabbit hole. I could not believe what I found out. There's a lot of stuff I did not know was made from MGP. And then there's a lot of stuff on the internet that they don't know for sure is MGP, but the experts are pretty fucking sure it is. Ready to get your mind blown?
He didn't know.
Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend and 13th Colony 113. These are two of my I'm trying to impress people bottles. Somebody comes over, friend of mine's like, I know a thing or two about good bourbon and whiskey. And I go, oh, do you really? Well, hold on to your fucking nutsack, sir. We're about to go for a ride. Lock that door. These are two of the bottles I pull out for certain. This one I may not pull out because I like it so much I don't like to share it. This is the one that they believe is MGP. This one fucking is MGP. Now, let's talk about Rebel. This bottle right here, this is the Kyle Busch bottle. It's 108 proof. I didn't know Kyle Busch knew what he was doing. I mean, he's got two talents. Apparently, driving's one of them. The other one is picking good bourbon. We're just going to have a little taste of this because I know what this tastes like, and it's fucking excellent. This is one of my favorite bottles of Rebel. I got a lot. And I got to tell you, man, my first experience with Rebel was this bottle of Rebel Yell. I wasn't too excited about it. I was wondering why. But we moved on. We tried some better stuff. especially this one. I like the fact that I get there's a very strong ethanol note, yes, because that's Rebel. But the corn and grain note isn't as prevalent, if it is there at all. But there's a nice, very strong, oaky, not bitter, just oaky, smoky thing going on with this guy that I absolutely love. I'm definitely going to switch gears. I think we're going to do a little blind. After I give you my take on this, because I want to put some Remus in with some good Rebel, hide this Ezra Brooks cast strength store pick in there, and just see what the fuck happens. But this is one of my favorite bottles. I was really excited to see this come out. And I will chase down a good Ross Squibb release or a good Lux Row release real quick. That's so nice. That is so nice. This is a really good bottle. It is a really good bottle of 4-grain MGP. Now there, the ethanol is extremely prevalent, and that's what I associate with MGP, is an ethanol note that's not, it can be borderline unpleasant depending upon what you're drinking, but it's there. This has that almost Rebel quality that I associate with Rebel, where I get a strong grain note, but there's also all kinds of other shit going on with it. There's caramel and vanilla, and there's even a little brown sugar, some toffee. It's a hell of a ride. I really like this. So, but that corn grain note, I really like that note. Probably because I'm a farm kid and I associate with that note with harvest. And harvest was a busy time of year for us, but it was the time of year. Like this bottle a lot. Like this bottle a lot. If you see either one of these, I highly recommend you pick them up. All right, we're back. We're going to do a quick run of 7. I say quick. But this is going to be kind of our little introduction to things. Fuck. With respect to Penelope, which is now owned by MGP, we did not include any. This is kind of a Remus Ezra Brooks Rebel thing, along with the David Nicholson Reserve. They're the things that say either Lux Row or Ross Squibb. And actually, you know what? I don't think I have any Ross Squibb in this run. This is all Lux Row, I believe. No, sorry, the Remus will be Ross and Squibb. So this is going to be kind of Ross Squibb versus Lux Row. I think the Ross and Squibb's a little outnumbered, but I don't know. Some of that Remus is just the shit. So, starting from right to left, the other thing is we put this guy in here because it's a very underrated, very inexpensive bottle of wheated bourbon at 110 proof with a lot of barrel character that everybody passes on. Not everybody, but it's not talked about. That guy is good. For the price, it's under $30. It's 20 some dollars. It's an amazing bottle. This also not given the props it deserves. The 10-year Rebel at, what is this fella? 100 proof. Man, I could go on and on about every one of these bottles. This is, I can't say enough about that. Look up David Nicholson. If you don't know who he is, read his story. That'll make you go, This bottle I compare to Woodford Reserve Double Oaked, even though it's not advertised as a double barrel or double anything. It's that kind of good. But anyway, I get ripe fruit that turns into toffee, like a Heath bar. I almost think that's the Remus 9-year, but I'm not sure because I don't have the palate memory that some folks do. What I can tell you is that's fucking delicious. Fuck, that's good too. Nice oaky finish, not bitter. Smoke. Really nice. God damn. I don't know what that is, but that's really good. Those are both really good pours. This might be a little hard. Get a little vegetation on this one. This has got a really good mouthfeel, but the flavor's good. I'm having a hard time putting it into words. It's good. It's different than the first two. That's all I can say. It's not there is some sweet in there, but it's not the same kind of sweet. It's more of a kind of a chocolatey sweet. This is a good pour. A lot of grain on it. A little bit of ripe fruit. I'm going to put it back here. Because it seems a little youthful, but it's a good pour. This is a tough race here. This Talladega here.
You came in, you said, if you ain't first, you're last. Oh, hell, Ricky, I was high when I said that.
We're going to leave it there now. We're going to run back through these. Do a little dance, make a little love. Oh, that's got a nice little hug on it too. Man, that's really good. See what I did there? I almost forgot to sniff it. That's how close I am to getting my nose out of my glass. And you can too. You know, compared to the others, that's a little weak. All right, I need to run back through these. Okay, on second pass, the first two were not quite as amazing out of the gate. I mean, they were more amazing out of the gate than they were on second pass. I switched this up a lot. So, ooh, let's see who came in seventh. The Foolproof Store Pick. All right, I'll buy that. And sixth, is going to be the small batch. I'll also buy that. That's an inexpensive bottle, but it's a very good bottle. None of these pours were bad. Some were just a little better than others, which we knew that going in. So far, the Rebel has 2 down. Oh. The Repeal. That was pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty tasty, but it's got a the fuck does that mean? Ezra Brooks. All right. Interesting. That's very interesting that fell like that. All right, so that does not surprise me. That's just a good pour. This though, god damn. I mean, tight race here. Tight race here. Everything here was good. Everything here was good. These were 7 very good pours. It's a store pick. Or was this? No. This is a store pick. This is a store pick. This is a very inexpensive bottle. I give it a shot, but you get your hands on this Remus 9. Oh, fuck. Yeah, just fucking do it. Don't fucking hem-haw around. Just fucking do it. So, MGP makes some good shit on the labels that they own. I probably should have got some Penelope involved because they own that label now since 2023. As a matter of fact, Penelope's been owned by MGP. I gotta tell you, man, I like MGP. If it wasn't so good, they wouldn't make so goddamn much of it. And there wouldn't be so many people using it, blending it, using it, and then being secretive about it. Like, I don't know, like they're fucking a fat chick or something.
Excuse me, bitch?
It's all good until your friends find out. Nah, you know what? This fat chick is pretty. and she owns a boat. What more could you want? She also makes the best sandwiches. She puts the Dijon mustard on just the right amount, just kind of, and she doesn't like glob it on. She spreads it, gets it nice and even. I think the secret is the sourdough. She toasts it. Yeah, that's the kind of fat girl we're talking about here.
Jesus Christ.
The unicorn fat girl. MGP. So, I think we're going to continue with a series of videos about MGP. This one was about MGP's labels that they own, or at least some of, because they own several. These are my favorites. These are my favorite bottles under the MGP banner. Penelope aside. We're going to move on to the next video. Will be things that we think are MGP, things that the internet thinks are MGP, and we're going to compare them to perhaps some of this higher end MGP to see if we can find that DNA that makes it MGP. Because honestly, there were some distinct differences between the Rebel and the Remus, and even this guy. If you go back through the video, you'll notice that I'm talking about ethanol on certain things. I'm talking about oak on others. Then I'm talking about oak and ethanol on others. So don't sleep on this bottle. This fucker's available everywhere. I grew up with the David Nicholson 1843, which is 100 proof. It's also pretty damn good, very inexpensive. It's not as good as this one by a fucking long stretch, but it'll get you there. Anyway, man, I hope everybody had as much fun as I did, because anytime I get to drink a bunch of Rebel and Remus and Ezra Brooks and just hang out on a Sunday afternoon, that's a good fucking day. And stay tuned, because we're going to get a little more in depth with our MGP. There's going to be 3 videos that are about MGP. So if you don't give a fuck about MGP, don't hang out for the next 2, because they're not for you. Also, while I've got you, I'm still looking for folks to give me who's my favorite bourbon influencer out there reasons. And you gotta like. You don't gotta like. I prefer it if you liked, but you don't gotta. But you do have to subscribe. Then you gotta tell me who your favorite bourbon influencer is, or influencers, and why. And come Halloween, I'm gonna announce the winner of this bottle. This was the bottle of Old Soul Straight Wheat. This is Old Soul's own distillate. You'll find coming up in one of these videos that I try a little Old Soul that's got some sore stuff. And guess who from? But this one, this is their own stuff, and it was very, very good. It was very good. We picked this barrel, as a matter of fact, that night. And it's signed by a bunch of famous people, a whole bunch of cool folks that I thank for taking the time for signing my bottle. Whiskyer, Major Zero, Josh and Justin from Spillway, of course, Bruzel and Will Gamble, the guys from Live from the Patio. There's a whole bunch of really cool cats on here, and I love it. The Live from the Patio guys are great. They do a lot of live feeds, and they're a lot of fun. If you just have an evening, it's normally Monday evenings, to just sit around and check them out. They just talk bourbon, try bourbon, and it's just good friends hanging out. It's a good live feed. I really like it. They bless their hearts. Old boy put his sticker over Bruzel. That's this sticker actually came on the bottle. He plopped theirs right over top of it. I love those guys. They're great. They're my kind of people because that is a Neanderthal move right there. I'd have done the exact same thing. So that makes it that much cooler. And yeah, I'm a fan of theirs. They're great. I've got that sticker on my truck, as a matter of fact, because they're so cool. Anywho, this has been fun, and I hope everybody out there remembers to drink some water, have a poop, and have a great fucking day. Thanks for playing.